Hello everyone, this is Shannon with Cinderella's Mice part 3. So what we're going to show next is I am on Canva's site right now, and it says what will you design today. This is the main page, if you will. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here to projects, right here. Okay. And I'm going to go to, next I'm going to go to right here, your projects. And then it's going to bring up all my projects that I'm working on. So I went ahead and created 4 copies, actually 3 copies of this t-shirt purse, because I need one to stay as the master copy, just to make it easy, easy to edit if I ever want to go in and add more another purse, just by simply working with the design. Trying to get my fingers out of here. Okay, so I brought one up, and we're gonna just go through it real quick. So this is a template I had got. This is the front, back, and basically anything that you see with the sky, the clouds, and the land, that's a blank canvas. The reason why they do this is because if they make it all white, you're not gonna know where you're gonna be dragging and dropping stuff in. So anytime you see that, that is editable. Okay, now we've got the sides. On this template, it's got 2 options. So it's got the 13 by 9. And then when we get to the next one, let's see, 13 by 9 handles. I have got to get a phone stand. This is driving me crazy. Now what the person did, isn't this beautiful? So they made this, so you're getting a decorated purse, but you're also getting the editable template so that we can create whatever we want in here with it. So this is what the editable one is, and this is what they did with it, and I thought it just came out super gorgeous. Okay, so this one right here is the front, that's the back. These are the sides, and I believe this is the bottom, and this is the handles. Okay, and that was a 13 by 9 template. Now we're going to come into the 8.5 by 11, and what it means is it's the finishing product. So when this is done, you have the option of 2 different sizes. So it would be like a medium and a large gift box. So if you want to go to a medium, the 8.5 by 11 would be the one you'd want to use. So this is the editable front. That's 13 by 9 handles. I don't know how here we go. Okay, I got that out of order. One thing is to pay attention, and this is everything, because just by messing with some of this stuff, I got a lot out of order here. Okay, right there. Okay, I think, nope, one more over right here. Okay, so this says, now it says 8.5 by 11. So that means going forward, this is the 8.5 by 11 size if we want to make a gift box this size of this template. So there's the edible part, and then here's the 8.5 by 11 of what they did, and I just think it's so darling. So let's see, and then I'd imagine, let's see, I'm trying to get to, oh, how do I get over to this? All right, I'm trying to find out how to get to the rest of, okay, there it is. I just gotta see my arrows on my keyboard right here. I need to use those when I'm working with the below down here. This, by the way, is a laptop mouse. This comes in extremely handy when you're dragging and dropping. It's like $7 and well worth its value. It just plugs into the side of your laptop. You know, kind of like how you do like with your cell phone. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug that back in. And this helps me to drag and drop because I cannot, although I have one right here, I can't hold the button and drag and drop at the same time. And I've always found that's a pain in the ass to use. So I got a mouse, you know, that you plug in. I don't recommend the wireless mouses. I've never been a fan of those just because, you know, if it's having a hard time tracking your wireless routers and stuff, it's just not, you know, it's just not fun. So I do a hardwired plug-in mouse. All right, so we're going to go here, here, and here. Okay, so now we're getting into the instructions. And then this is showing us like the inner assembly. So this is like I want to say maybe it's the bottom. So we're going to glue our left side here, our bottom, and then our right side. When I go to put this together, we'll find out what it is. So that's just a basic template overview of it. All right, so we're going to go back to the very beginning, and I'm just going to edit from the front going forward just to give everyone an idea, along with myself, you know, what the options are with drag and drop. Okay. All right, so this is the 13 by 9. If you wanted to edit an entire 13 by 9 and the 8.5 by 11 sizes into, you know, different patterns or the same patterns, you can have the option of a big one or a medium-sized one. You can do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to uploads, and I'm going to click on that, and that's going to bring up the graphics, the gift box. This is a gift box, and we're going to be decorating it with graphics or images, if you will. This part, building up this part, is extremely important because that's what makes your dragging and dropping so simple. So we'll try this one. Let me hit undo. All right, so we'll try these butterflies and drop it right there. You know, I wonder if we can do the pockets because they were able to change the pockets on the other ones. We can try. Let's see if we got, let's try some tweed here. We can change it to the tweed color like with what we did with the other gift boxes before. That kind of looks cute because it gives it that cow print look with the leather pockets and stuff. So that's cute. Let's see. Let's try the leopard print. That's what the leopard print looks like. So we can go through these and here's butterflies. We can go through, you know, your templates so you can decide if you like them, or if you don't, you can, you know, move on to something, you know, another style. But right away, it gives you an idea of what this is going to look like just in doing, you know, we're going to drag and we're going to drop. Line that up just like so. It'll let you, you know, we're going to come over here, we're going to drag, and then we're going to drop like that. Once it changes, we let go. So we're going to drag, we're going to watch it change and drop it just like that. We can do a Sour Patch Kids just for the fun of it. So, okay, so what I'm going to do also is I'm going to work on building up my library more. I just wanted to give myself an overview and ask myself, is this something that I want to do? Is this going to be lucrative for me to do, to take the time to upload these images and figure out how to drag and drop and everything? And yes, it is. It's actually very simple once you can get the hang of it. And what that means is I can get, just out of this one template alone, you know, millions of different concepts, millions of different bags, millions of different, if this ever happens and you mess up, there's a go back button up at the top bar and you click it, and that's with just anything in general. You click it and it'll bring it back to, you know, it'll get you out of that. Okay, so I just wanted to give people an idea on how this is working. I think because I've done so much tweed and so much leopard print, I wonder if I've got anything else in here. Folders. Let's get up to projects and see images. I just love this Scooby-Doo. I was going to do some type of a concept with that one. All right, so I need to figure out what I'm going to, I need to get more, you know, let's look up all projects because I got kind of another idea. Here, let's just not do that right now. So, you know, I'm going to upload some more graphics or images so that we can decorate, you know, these further into different colors. One thing I did want to add was that, and I'm going to get out of all of this. One thing I did want to add was when you're doing this, you're going to want to make a master copy. So you're going to just, what you're going to do is we're going to take the template and you're going to make a copy of it, and you're going to change the name of that, of your first template, and make it a master copy. If you know what kind of graphics or designs you're going to be using, you can change the name of Purse Cheetah Multicolor. And what I did was I made a bunch of copies. So I can, and I made its own folder too. So it's just easier to like stay organized. Okay, so we can see right here, shirt, purse, master copy. Right here. And you can see copy. I made like 4 different copies of that. So I can make this one a cheetah, this one a tweed, this one a tie-dye if I want to. You know, but one thing, you know, I'd like to do is just try and keep and have a master copy on hand. That just gives me something to reference to in case I need to make another copy, say. And I could do that off of this. Now, when I said before in the first video that, you know, if you don't like, you know, the tweed, no problem. You can just drag and drop over it like how we have been doing. But once I like something and I want to keep it, I don't want to keep dragging and dropping over it. I want to make it its own template. So its own, you know, like have one for tweed, have one for cheetah, have one for tie-dye, instead of using one and then just constantly dragging and dropping over it. If you want to do that, that's fine. But when I find something that I like that I'm going to want to keep, and I can always go back to, you know, like the cheetah and the tweed and the, you know, all the others, and I can just bring it up and print it right out. Although drag and drop takes a few seconds, I'm just kind of picky and like I guess like a stickler about being disciplined in that kind of a way. So I'm going to conclude this video for right now, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey. I'm Shannon with Cinderella's Mice. Have a wonderful evening.